Today, we are going to explore 9 amazing Blue Lotus Oil blends, 3 for each season plus 3 mood boosters. Blends. You can use each of these blends with a standard 10 milliliter essential oil bottle. If you're doing this, there is no need to use jojoba oil. 10 milliliter roller bottle. Use jojoba oil as your carrier pairing if you're using a roller bottle. Lastly, the diffuser. Now, with a diffuser, use water instead of jojoba oil. Let's move on to our first blend, which is the Spring Renewal Blue Lotus blend. Now, it's fresh, floral, and lightly citrus. Now, this springtime blend symbolizes rebirth. Blue Lotus Oil's soothing depth meets bright top notes to awaken creativity, optimism, and create a sense of renewal. Let's look at the ingredients. We've got 25 drops of Blue Lotus Oil, 20 drops of neroli, 15 drops of geranium, 10 drops of bergamot, and lastly, you're either going to fill it with jojoba oil for your rollerball or with water for your diffuser. Now, when it comes to using this blend, if you're using a diffuser, pop in 5 to 8 drops for about 30 minutes each morning. If you're using a rollerball, apply it to your wrists and inner elbows before work or before creative projects. The Summer Vitality Blue Lotus blend. Now, this is cooling, invigorating, and bright. This blend helps combat heat fatigue if you're boiling, and is also a great way to battle those midday slumps. Blue Lotus Oil's calmness balances the brisk energy of the citrus and the mint. So let's look at the ingredients. The first is 25 drops of Blue Lotus Oil. We've now got 20 drops of lemongrass, 15 drops of peppermint, and lastly 10 drops of sweet orange. You're going to fill with fractionated coconut oil if you're using a rollerball, or with water if you're popping it in your diffuser. Now let's take a look at how we would use this amazing blend. If you're using a diffuser, pop in 5 drops. That's all you need. And if you're using a rollerball, apply it to your temples and the back of your neck. The next blend is the Autumn Comfort Blue Lotus blend. Now this is warm, spicy, and grounding. This autumnal blend soothes nerves, supports immune resilience, and invokes a cozy comfort. Let's take a little look at some of the ingredients. The first is 25 drops of Blue Lotus Oil. The next is 15 drops of cinnamon leaf, 15 drops of clove bud, and lastly 15 drops of sweet orange. Once again, if you're using a rollerball, fill with sweet almond oil as a carrier, a bit better than jojoba oil in this instance, or if you're using a diffuser, use water. Now you're probably wondering how to use this amazing blend. So if you're using a diffuser, pop in 4 to 6 drops of your blend to create this continuous autumn ambiance. Now if you're using a rollerball, apply it to your chest and pulse points on cool evenings. Winter Warmth Blue Lotus blend. This blend is spicy, woody, and clearing. The winter blend is designed to lift your spirits, support respiratory comfort, and nurtures a sense of inner warmth, especially when you really need it. Let's take a look at some of the ingredients. The first is 25 drops of Blue Lotus Oil, 20 drops of black pepper, 20 drops of eucalyptus, 10 drops of rosemary, and lastly, if you're using a rollerball, pair it with a grapeseed oil carrier oil. It works perfectly. And if you're using a diffuser, once again, please just use water. Now you're probably wondering how to use this winter blend. If you're using a diffuser, pop in 5 drops. If you're using a rollerball, massage it onto your chest and sinuses. Relaxation and stress relief Blue Lotus blend. Now, this is designed for moments where you're feeling overwhelmed. This blend calms the nervous system and promotes an amazing emotional release. Let's take a look at the ingredients. The first is 30 drops of Blue Lotus Oil. Next is 20 drops of lavender, 10 drops of chamomile, and lastly, if you're using a rollable, pair it with fractionated coconut oil as your carrier pairing, and if you're using a diffuser, use water. Now you're probably wondering, how do you use this amazing blend? If you're using a diffuser, pop in 5 drops during your evening wind down moment. Now with a rollable, apply it to your temples, behind the ears, and your chest when you're feeling a bit anxious. Focus and Clarity Blue Lotus Blend. Crafted to sharpen your mind and support concentration, this blend is ideal for work or study sessions. Let's take a look at the ingredients. The first is 30 drops of Blue Lotus Oil. Next is 20 drops of rosemary, 10 drops of lemon. Now we're going to pair this with jojoba oil if you're using a rollable, or with water if you're using your diffuser. You're probably wondering how to use this amazing blend. If you're using a diffuser, pop 5 to 7 drops in your diffuser during sort of work hours or when you really want to focus. If you're using a rollable, apply it to your wrists and inhale deeply before tackling those difficult tasks. Uplifting and Joy Blue Lotus Blend. This blend is for when you need a mood boost. This bright, cheerful blend lifts your spirits and counters heaviness. Let's take a look at the ingredients. The first is 30 drops of Blue Lotus Oil. Next, we have 20 drops of sweet orange, 10 drops of ginger. You're going to pair this blend with a fractionated coconut oil if you're using a rollable, or if you're using your diffuser, just use water. Now, you're probably wondering how to use this amazing Uplift and Joy blend. If you're using a diffuser, pop in 5 drops. If you're using a rollable, apply it to your chest and pulse points whenever you need it. If you can and feel like treating yourself, make sure you go to bluelotusoil.com. All of our bottles are made to order, and we are the gold standard for Blue Lotus Oil. Authentic, potent, and the highest quality.